The Planet Express annual employee evaluation had begun. Supervisor Hermes announced that this year's review would mandatory termination for the lowest performer. When the evaluation began, Hermes found that everyone in the company played a vital role. Even the janitor couldn't be fired. Hermes found that the most useless person in the company was himself, and helplessly, he had no choice but to resign. His replacement was a robot. Bender quickly became friends with the new robot, but Zoidberg broke down in tears. Though Hermes often yelled at him, he had been the only one willing to talk to him. Feeling depressed, the now jobless Hermes went home, where his wife made his favorite spicy stew to cheer him up. The stew was so hot that a single drop burned through layers of obstacles and landed on the head of Demon Robot in hell. After dinner, the couple went out for a walk and were suddenly robbed by the mad robot. But what it wanted wasn't money, it was skin. Terrified, Hermes hid behind his wife, but fortunately the robot police arrived and saved them. Looking at the robot police, he suddenly wanted to replace his own parts with mechanical ones. Bender took Hermes to the black market for modifications. Armed with new machinery, Hermes reclaimed his position as supervisor, but his ambition spiraled out of control. He kept adding new upgrades, from extendable arms to electronic eyes, until nearly his entire body was mechanical. Meanwhile, Zoidberg secretly gathered Hermes' discarded body parts and assembled them into a Hermes puppet. But Hermes hated his original appearance, and in the end, he decided to replace even his brain. The professor took him to the robot graveyard and dug up the mad robot's chip to use as his new brain. His wife opposed the surgery, and the professor, afraid of taking responsibility, gave up, but Hermes locked the door and insisted on going through with it. At that moment, Zoidberg bravely intervened. He took Hermes' original brain and installed it into the Hermes puppet, restoring his true self. The cybernetic body with the mad robot's chip came back to life. Still obsessed with stealing skin, it bit a chunk of Hermes' skin, but the spiciness from the stew was so intense that the robot melted on the spot.